First up is Mr. Kelly Ogilvie. He is the CEO of Deep Cell. Deep Cell believes that their cannabis-infused salt and sweeteners will revolutionize the cannabis industry and open doors to a myriad of new products, monetization opportunities. CEO Kelly Ogilvie is here to tell you more. Kelly, let's bring him up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, folks. Check. Thank you, folks. My name is Kelly Ogilvie. I'm the founder and CEO of Deep Cell Industries based in Seattle, Washington. Focusing on cannabis technology development because that's a rare area right now. Not a lot of patents and technology exist in the cannabis space, and we think there's a tremendous opportunity to leverage those skill sets in this particular industry. Next slide, please. We're focusing on two primary molecules. One is THC, which we all know, and also CBD, which is sort of the medical and medical marijuana in the wellness side. On the THC side, we're focusing on licensing into the controlled substance space. So for clarity, we don't touch controlled substances. We license our patents and our brands into that space over the wall. And then licensed entities like cannabis processors will take our patents and brands and make our products and sell them to the retail stores, and we take a royalty on that. On the CBD side, we're exploring this booming CBD market. The Farm Bill that passed in 2018 really unleashed this potential of the CBD market, and it's a massive potential that we all know about today. Next slide, please. This is how the THC licensing works. The intellectual property and brands get licensed to partners of ours. Mic check. Indiva Limited is a federally licensed, publicly traded company in Canada. They have licensed our technologies and brands. They paid us $1.5 million last year for the rights to the technology, and I'll talk about that in a second. Lucid Labs is based in Washington and Nevada, and Form Factory, who's owned by Acreage and Canopy, is our manufacturer in Oregon, and then soon here in California. Next slide, please. On the CBD side, CBD and hemp is legal. CBD is in this nebulous gray area. Is going to be and some policies here in the next few years. On the CBD side, we do co-packing, which means contract manufacturers in Colorado and Oregon make our products using our patents and brands, and we sell them to consumers. Next slide, please. This is our core platform and technology called Crystal Fusion. This is our first patent we received. And just to give you context, patents are pretty rare in cannabis. In 2017, only 29 were issued. In 2018, only 39 patents were issued. To give you a sort of sense of what I mean, every single year, the U.S. Patent Office only issues about 320,000 patents total. So that's a very small number. So having a cannabis patent right now is very rare. We believe that someday that technology or molecular advantage will work itself back into a consumer's mindset and the value of the brand and the companies. This technology really is about crystallizing cannabinoids. So THC and CBD are molecules that are hydrophobic. They don't want to mix with water. And so this is one clever method of doing it. It's kind of like raspberry in an ice cube. The cannabis, I don't need to tell folks how big it is. Today it's $344 billion. This is including black market. So what happens when prohibition ends and you don't go to jail or you don't get executed in Southeast Asia or the Middle East for consuming cannabis? When mom without fear of judgment or retribution. The alcohol market is $1.5 trillion big. I think cannabis will be bigger because of the medical aspects and the real therapeutic potential of cannabis. Alcohol has no real benefit medically. It just sort of, as we saw tonight, greases the skids of social interaction. Ruby, this is our flagship sugar-infused sugar and this launched in 2016 in Washington. Next slide, please. You can buy it in Oregon on the shelves right now and launch in February, and launch in February as well, and then in California in March. This was really developed for consumers to make stuff if they want to, put it in their coffee or tea, but also for product developers to develop products. So if you're a baker, you don't want to grow the plant and then extract the plant, purify the, make a distillate, make a butter, make a brownie, package the brownie, sell the brownie. That's a long supply chain full of risk. This just allows you to bake. Just bake cookies, bake brownies, make your products. Next slide, please. Sapphire is our infused Himalayan salt. This is the sort of the savory to the sweet. This is the Betty to the Veronica, or the Veronica to the Betty. This has generated a lot of interest from chefs. Next slide, please. This unlocks a new corner of the edibles market. You go into a pot shop today and it's like, gummy bears, taffies, and brownies and sweets. But salt is used in every single one of our meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So what happens when you have the two tools, the picks and the shovels, salt and sugar? What can you create? So we're empowering chefs and companies to innovate across the spectrum. Next slide, please. The gems are a best-selling product in Washington State. These are launching across multiple markets. There are samples up there, and I have some. These are basically organic freeze-dried fruit with our organic infused sugar, and that's it. This is sort of our vegan alternative to gummies in the market. Slide, please. We launched Amber. This is our skincare line infused with CBD. Next slide, please. This is really targeted not at the pain market. A lot of companies are going after the pain aspect of CBD topicals. That's great. Everyone's using it for pain, but that's not where I think the puck is going. We're just getting to where we think the puck is. We think skincare and cosmetics are a tremendous opportunity because of therapeutic potential and the way it works with the skin for skincare and cosmetics. Next slide, please. We've had some positive traction in press. We've done a couple parties with Snoop. We've done 2 parties with Miley Cyrus where she made cotton candy with the sugar. Just stuff we never thought about. People are making really cool stuff. We had some press on the brands and the products. Next slide, please. This is our traction. So we have licensees in these multiple markets right now. Again, we've done about 1.6 million last year in licensing revenues. We just started CBD sales right now, and those things are moving with very little marketing, which shows there's pent-up demand for innovative, different CBD products that are focused on specific tools that allow people to create. Next slide, please. In terms of the question of, well, why are you doing CBD? This is why. The margins are so huge right now. I mean, the price point for CBD products and brands is here. The price of the molecules is doing this. The price is falling dramatically as a result of hemp farmers producing tons of hemp. And the problem with hemp right now in CBD is not the growth plant, it's the processing capacity. And you're seeing a choke point at the extractors right now. Very much. Sorry about the issues with sound, that sucks.